Yeah, my noggin. Who is this melanated Khan holding the golden fruit? Get part one. I'm going to go quickly get part one. We got that this is who they're calling the Antichrist, according to the translations and the inscriptions on this Catalan map by Abraham Kreskis. We're talking about 1375, my noggin. Okay, quick recap. Antichrist is who they're calling him. The Antichrist. But watch this, watch this. Watch this, man. Again. Right. The depiction of Antichrist is startling. Why? Back it up. One thing, the iconography is elsewhere on the map rather free from explicit Christian symbols. So when we talk Antichrist, we got to get out the mind of a hijack and know that you got to say who's Christ, who's anointed. If Christ just means anointed, anti-who? Ask the next question. It's time to ask the next question. Follow-up questions, my niggas. Follow-up questions. Anti-who's anointed? Another, there is an odd serenity. So something's oddly beautiful about what? The Antichrist. With nothing of the terror normally to be found in Christian versions of Apocalypse and Antichrist. So something is oddly serene about this Apocalypse and this Antichrist. Oddly, and it's not found in this Christianity. The depiction of the Antichrist is especially startling. In what is the largest and most elaborate scene on the map, we see a benevolent medieval monarch, right? A beautiful king, a beautiful, good king with a three-pointed crown, right? He's holding two branches of a golden fruit. Everybody, his followers, his nobles, they're gathered around in obeisance. He got this golden fruit, suggesting the dominion or domain of abundance and tranquility. And then we got this inscription that says Antichrist. Because it says there is nothing of the traditional imagery of Jesus about, right? So this is the ancient love song. But when it came to their Antichrist, he will be reared at the Chorazin in the Galilee. 30 years old, he'll begin to preach in Jerusalem. That whole Jesus story, right? So who's that really over there? Because this ain't David's story. So whose story are they picking it up right here? When you talk Antichrist, what story are they giving you? Galilee, 30 years old, preaching Jerusalem. And contrary to all truth, he says he's Jesus Christ, son of God. So that's a purebred lie, according to the doc. We're in the Lost Tribes of Promised Lands by Ronald Sanders. Get it out the Drive Library. So their Antichrist is contrary to all truth. He ain't no Joshua. They say this is Yeshua, Joshua. He ain't no Joshua. That's contrary to all truth. He says that. Oh boy, because we're just talking about Tartary. We're just talking about the Tatars, right? Let's pick it up from here. Oh, yeah. All right. Right here. But we consider another relevant tradition. Many Jews and some Christians as well believe that the peoples walled in by Alexander the Great were Gog and Magog. Not Gog and Magog, but the lost tribes of Israel. So this is where we're picking up from part one, right? Because we got this Tartary situation that they keep throwing out here. And we gonna catch them slipping, my noggin. I mean, let's get it from this piece right here. It says this wall is depicted as well as Alexander himself. And it says they are identified as the Tartars. Who? The Gog and Magogs, right? The Israelites, right? We just got that. Oh, Satan. Antichrist, Satan. That's what they call us. They calling us demons, right? In the Christian version, we're the demons. We're anti their Christ. But their Jesus is Jesus, is Zeus. They brought Jupiter over here. They brought Zeus over here, my noggin. And what are we talking about when we talk Tartary, right? We are who are identified as Tartars. Where do we get that? Again, in Prester John Legend and its sources, my niggas. We're talking Black Cat Day. We're reading out of this Roger Bacon piece, Greater Work, 1267. And when we talk Tartars, in this land, along with the land adjacent to it, a special land, the Emperor of the Tartars, he also roams around in it, ascending in summer and to the cold regions, and in the winter descending to the hot. And this Black Cat Day was the land of Prester John, or King John, right? John, right? John the Baptist. So what Antichrist? Who's being raised up? Jeremiah 30 verse 9. But they shall serve for a while, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them, my naga.